Hey, what is up? It's Jim, and I'm back with another Tiller tip. And this week, we're talking about a new thing. Now, doesn't that sound fresh and exciting? Of course it is. We're going to get there in a second. But before I do, I feel like a lot more of my Tiller tips of late have been around the topic of lust and pornography. And those are topics I honestly really don't enjoy. It is not my favorite thing to coach. And that's a hard thing to admit because I don't want anyone to be whingy about, coming to see me to get help. Like I help people in this area all the time, or at least I try to. I think why I don't like this is not a core issue for me. This is not something that I've really struggled with. Of course, it is every man's battle, and I do qualify. Okay. Got to feel good about that. But this is just not a habit that I've created in my life. And it's probably, goes without saying, way easier to not start a habit than it is to stop a habit. And I've got that going for me. So sometimes when a guy is, telling me about these, topics of lust and pornography and, whatever, I almost want to engage my inner Bob Newhart. If you remember this sketch, he just is playing this role as a counselor and just keeps screaming, "Stop it! Just stop it!" Have you tried not? That's sometimes what I want to say, but that's just not the right coaching. And so, now that's why I don't like coaching this thing, but I do love coaching it because I think the key is to really redirect into purpose and identity, and that is rooted firmly in the Lord, and that's evangelism and discipleship. That I love. Let's do that all day, every day, okay? So, the other day, this is where we're getting at with the Tiller tip, I had a guy reach out to me, and he was texting saying "Hey man, I need some help. I'm feeling a lot of temptation. I'm feeling like I'm on the verge of doing something murky. Okay. And I know what that means. And so I had a few minutes, and I was like, I'm not even just going to text back. I gave him a call, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for calling. Man, I'm jonesing and I can't stop thinking about it. This cycle of thinking, I just can't break free." And so he's like, "Tell me the right thing right now. I need the right thing." So I wanted to be like Bob Newhart, just stop it. Have you thought about not doing that? Right? But that's not the advice he needed. And so if you don't know about duck prayer, go back and see the Tiller tip about duck prayer. This is massive for me. I am asking God for guidance right there in the moment because I'm kind of freaking out. I don't know what he needs. And God gave it to me. I told this guy, "Hey, listen, what you're tempted to do, that's an old thing, man. That's something you used to do. That is actually in the past. Okay, now I understand that you're tempted. I understand that your mind's there, but that is an old thing. And we leave old things in the past. Okay, so listen up. You're not going to go back to an old thing, right?" And he's like, "All right, yeah, it's an old thing. You're right. That's not who I am. I'm not going to do that." And I'm like, "There we go. But we're not going to stop there, man. I need you to go and grab your Bible and open up to Isaiah 43, verse 19. So he went and grabbed his Bible. He found Isaiah. And I'm like, "All right, you're reading it for me, okay? Because it's going to be way better if you read it." So he said these words, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Behold, I am doing a new thing." Oh, that's so good. Now let me give you some context here before I really give you the Tiller tip. The new thing, the book of Isaiah, this is a lot of prophetical words about Jesus, specifically about Jesus. The new thing is Jesus. This is well before Jesus was, going to make an appearance on earth, but he was still very much real, and he was the new thing. Do you not perceive it? And we broke down this verse, and it was beautiful. I think he really resonated with the way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert. And he's like, okay, yeah. And I'm like, hang on. That new thing, yes, it's Jesus, okay? But brother, you have to know, if you're going to leave that old thing in the past, I need you to engage that new thing. And it really all comes back to witness for me, okay? Being with Jesus is our everything. It's what he wants the most. It's what our souls want the most. And that is a new thing that you have not engaged well enough. Certainly you've had moments, of course, but I need you to roll this mantra around in your head that the old things are in the past and the new things, well, that's now. And frankly, that's forever. Forever, ever. Okay. And he was like, dude, yes. And yes. When he came in for his next meeting, I'm like, okay, how'd it go? Did you avoid that thing? And he's like, yeah, that thing is an old thing. And I want it to stay an old thing. I've been thinking nonstop about a new thing. We dialogued about that, how that, had implications for him, what that meant for him, how that was kind of a rebel yell that he was giving himself, because we have to live in this truth. For the people that received these words, it was a promise. For us, for you and for me, it is a truth. It is undeniable. And this has to be the thing that we are going after, that we are most excited about. This shouldn't be every man's battle. This should be every man's focus. So that's what I have for today. I hope that maybe helps you, especially if there's something that needs to be an old thing, and grabbing hold of Jesus as the new thing is your thing. So I appreciate you checking these out. I guess I'll see you next time. All right. See ya.